Now, I don't know about you lot, but every time I watch one of these type of movies, my first thought is, I hope the dog doesn't die. What is up, everyone? We're back again with another review. This is going to be for the film Togo, and this is directed by Erickson Core, starring William Dafoe and Julianne Nicholson. Okay, this review might seem a little bit late. Disney Plus has only just launched here in the UK. Yes, 3 months later than everywhere else, which is a little bit sad for me. We sometimes get things late, but oh well, we'll live. Togo tells the true story of a lead sled dog set in the year 1925. His sled dog team and his owner, who have to get across country in a race against time to deliver a serum to a small town struck by a deadly disease. Like I said before, we got the movie a little bit late here in the UK, but I did hear a little bit of talk about it before watching it. And this is a Disney Plus original. I hope that this is a sign of things to come for the streaming service, because Togo is fantastic. And the first thing I noticed about watching this movie was the dogs were actually real dogs that they were using to film this. I watched Call of the Wild last month, and I really thought I was going to be bothered by the CGI in that film. To my surprise, I wasn't, because it was well done. However, I definitely have preferred this approach. It just felt way more believable to me. Now, this is a true story, so the fact that they used real dogs to mirror what actually happened only done the movie favours. In terms of story, this is quite a fascinating and heartfelt tale. It shows you what a wonderful animal dogs actually are. And I was fully invested in this story from start to finish. William Dafoe is excellent as Leonard in the movie. You really feel the connection that he has between him and Togo. It's essentially two stories. One part of this movie is the past 12 years with him and Togo and how their bond and connection grew. And the second part is the current situation that they find themselves in. And I really like the way the film jumped back and forth and told two different tales at once. And at first, Leonard does not want Togo on his sled team. He doesn't see any potential in him. He just sees him as a house dog or a house pet. But as this backstory from the past 12 years goes on, Togo does his very best to convince Leonard otherwise. And you start to feel the connection and bond that these two characters have. The movie does a brilliant job of convincing you of the love that these two characters have for one another. And Julianne Nicholson, who plays Leonard's wife, was also a very strong character. She feels totally different about Togo compared to what Leonard does at first, and that was an interesting little triangle between them three characters. She wasn't wasted. She wasn't just there because the movie felt like she had to be. She actually had a purpose in the film. And I just want to say, as heartfelt and emotional as the film is, this is strongly helped along by the movie's score. It was that powerful at times, I wanted it to stop, but this was all in a good way. It really touches you, it has an impact on you. And I just want to finish this review talking about director Erickson Core. I feel like he had a real job on his hands here. I think this is only his third feature film, and honestly, I take my hat off to the guy. Not only is he filming in awkward conditions, but he's also using real dogs to get the right shots and getting the dogs to do the right things at the right time. But apart from that, he has made this movie look absolutely incredible. He's done cinematography in the past, and he's the cinematographer here. And honestly, he deserves a lot of recognition for what he has made this movie look like. Now, there's a couple of scenes in this movie where the sled team have to go over an ice lake. And honestly, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The visuals of the ice breaking and the weather conditions just made these scenes a lot more tense. Honestly, the film looks incredible. And do I have any negatives about this film? Not really. It's a simple story. If you were going to ask me for one negative, the story's a little simple. Doesn't take too many risks, but that's not necessarily a bad thing at times. I appreciate a simple story. That's more of a mixed thought. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this film now. I'm going to give Togo an 8.5 out of 10. Honestly, I thought this was a way better movie than Call of the Wild, even though it was a similar film. And I just hope this is a sign of things to come for Disney Plus. If more originals come out like this, then the future's bright for the service. At the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact. Now, the movie does end with a few facts about these characters and stuff and the story. But one I've picked here is Togo and Leonard in the late 1920s in real life actually appeared on an advertisement for Lucky Strike cigarettes. Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you want more, please feel free to subscribe, Got a lot more videos coming, lots more reviews coming, and I'll see you all on the next video. You take care.